Guys, I have the biggest fan of Sacha Baron Cohen here. It's my friend George.
Hello.
What do you think of this film? It was very
Very nice.
Very nice. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. Today we're going to be discussing Borat's subsequent movie film, or Borat's subsequent movie film, Delivery of Prodigious Bride to American Regime for Make Benefit Once Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
What a title.
You love the title?
I love the title.
You love the title. So this is the biggest Sacha Baron Cohen fan I've ever met. And for us, growing up, you know, we saw The Dictator.
Oh, man.
We saw Brothers Grimsby. You know,
classic.
Any comedy Sacha Baron Cohen's gone to, we've experienced together. And you are truly enough the biggest Sacha Baron Cohen fan I know of. Anytime he's going to do something, you're so excited. Yeah. And this was a big thing. That the time this was happening, I sent you this. I said they're doing another Borat film, and I told you Borat's here to save 2020. You love the original film, and it's actually funny. I'd only seen clips and scenes. I never watched the full thing till just a couple weeks ago.
Oh man!
And it changed my life. I mean, it's one of the funniest films I've ever watched. And the thing that I love about the film is that it doesn't take it's not like it makes fun of people, but it's not definitely skits. It's not like Jackass or anything. It's more of it's a mockumentary. He's filming and really showing a mirror to these people and being like, look at you. Yeah. Look how serious you are taking this. And that's the extreme nature of this. And something we can definitely say about Borat's subsequent movie film, this movie takes us places that are extreme. Would you say that?
Yeah, he pushes those limits, and like you said, it's a mockumentary. He brings out all the stereotypes for basically everybody. And he's just making fun of them all. He's making fun of all of them.
And that's what's so smart, is because in the year we live in right now,
oh man,
2020 has been a damn year. You know, we got COVID, we have tons of protests earlier this year. Mm-hmm. We've the presidential elections now,
the BLM movement, you name it. We got a bunch of things.
Everything. And this was the perfect year for Borat to come back. You know, he came back in 2006, I think, is when the first film came out.
14 years ago, yeah.
And he came out at a perfect time. And now he's back, trying to save his skin, because the story is about a follow-up to film to the 2006 comedy centering on the real-life adventures of a fictional Kazakhstan television journalist named Borat, who's trying to deliver his daughter to President Mike Pence. And the twists and the turns that this film takes are ones that I did not expect.
Just there's so many things that you were like, there's no way this is gonna happen. And
and it keeps going, and it keeps going. And there's one moment in particular. We're not gonna get into spoilers. Do not worry. We're not gonna spoil any of the cameos. None of that stuff. This is a full non-spoiler review. And as well, guys, if you guys are new here, make sure to again hit that like and subscribe button. I love talking movies. I love talking it with you guys. So make sure to comment down below as well and let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you guys excited for this film? Do you guys love the original Borat? Let's discuss it all down there. Once again, yes, this film just continuously ramps up. You know, it starts off and you're like, this is funny. It feels like Borat, and it really much has the same story structure as the original. It has the highs, it has the low points of Borat's life. But what it really does is I don't want to call them skits, but every scene goes bigger and bolder. And there's parts that we've heard about that Sacha Baron Cohen actually had to wear a bulletproof vest for certain scenes. There's one in particular when he goes into a hotel wearing something.
Oh man,
you and me lost it. There's a part where he goes into a certain church and wears something. The outfits he has to go through this time around are extreme. And
oh my god, the outfits this guy goes through is insane. He changes his complete look
and
at least 10 times.
And it's very smart that he has to, because Borat is a pop culture character now.
Yeah.
People know who Borat is. Yeah. And you see that earlier in the film when he comes to America, everyone's like, "Hey Borat, give me an autograph," blah blah.
And I'm pretty sure that's what people call him too. I mean, like, people don't call him, "Hey, Sacha Baron Cohen." Like, they say him this first name.
Borat.
It's not Bruno. It's not the whatever his name was for Brother Grimsby.
But Bruno Borat.
Yeah, it's Borat every single time.
Yeah, and he's so known for this character, and Baron Cohen just transforms into this character.
Oh, absolutely.
And he transforms into every single character. The fact that he never breaks character, laughs, or anything, maybe that's just due to the editing. The fact that he never breaks character is my favorite thing. And these people take him so serious. Like, the hospital scene with the priest. There were multiple moments where we laughed. We lost it. We were on the floor laughing. And the way that it makes fun of, especially the political climate right now. Oh, I mean, I absolutely died. Multiple times.
I think for me it was more of the religious stuff.
The religious stuff was
funny. The religious stuff when he was bashing.
And then the COVID stuff. Oh my god, wear a mask, save life. That's what
wear a mask. Just wear your mask, folks. If you're not wearing a mask now, just wear it. Trust me.
But this film just takes it into a different avenue. And speaking about his daughter, who's played by Maria Bakalova. This is why I have you on this review, to help me with the names. Hey. She stole the whole show.
She was incredible.
She is actually, I would say, she's not just a supporting character in here. She has around the same amount of screen time as him.
Slightly less.
And it never dragged for her parts. I thought she was one of the most important and crucial moments to it. And there are certain places that she goes in here. There's 2 in particular moments in here where I said she's a standout. I cannot wait to see what she does next. And I hope to God I wouldn't mind if they actually did her own film like this, where she is the central focus. Oh. And Baron Cohen doesn't have to be in it, but I think it would be really cool if she played a different character and went about that nature, because, again, she goes to those extreme levels that he goes to, and they're absolutely insane. Right. And that's why we watch this film, is to see where the people go about. So, you know, this film's really hard to talk about without spoilers. There's so many spoilers already across the internet, and there's so many things that you and me definitely wanted to just jump out and scream about, oh my god. Especially the ending. Which, the ending, I think the difference between this and the original Borat film is this film, I thought, grew and continued to get better as the first one started strong and then had that one really funny hotel scene. And then it got a little bit slower towards the end. It was still funny with the Pamela Anderson stuff and the Baywatch stuff, but this film escalates. And it continuously gets stronger and stronger. And the strongest aspect of it is the father-daughter stuff.
Yeah, you would never think that would be like the key concept of a Borat. Like, what's it about? It's a father-daughter story.
Yeah, with a mockumentary. You're like America.
That's a lie. You're like, watch the movie. It's the most twisted daughter-father movie you'll ever see.
But it's so at the same time very heartfelt towards the end, and they both play it off in their manners because it's heartfelt to Kazakhstan in the way that they play it off. And
you saw my face a couple of times where I was like, oh, you saw. I was like, oh, but then something dumb happens.
No, and then we're like, oh, that's the dancing sequence. The dancing sequence. Like, you know, Borat knows how to dance. Yeah. So does his daughter, and they do a certain dance. This film is just insane. It's absolutely crazy. It's wild. It's escalated, and again, Sacha Baron Cohen just picks up a mirror and just. I wonder what these people think when they go back to watch this. Right. And, like, the people who know it's not scripted, you know, who don't know what's going on, those are the people I want to know their reactions. Because there are more scripted sequences throughout here, you can definitely tell, but I don't think that takes away from this film. It's still funny, it's still hilarious, and I've seen some complaints about that, but you can't. I mean, it's hard to get away with this stuff now because everyone's smarter. Social media is a bigger thing now.
It would be harder to do this movie with less scripting. Yes. You know what I mean? It would be so much more harder.
And they play on that too with the cell phones. That's a big aspect of this film now. And some of the elements in pop culture and social media. It's very smart and very in tuned and very timely and poignant. And this is why I love what Sacha Baron Cohen comes into these characters. And this is why we watch this movie. It's to laugh. It's to make fun of everything going around in our country. And the way that I view this film is, if you like the first Borat film, you're going to love this. And the way I view this as well is, it's like watching a YouTube video. That's just crazy. Because how many videos have we watched of a Karen? How many videos have we watched of a crazy supporter for a political figure? How many times have we watched, you know, a bad protest going on or a COVID-related thing? Tons of times.
Too many times.
And this film plays off in that in spades. I adored this film. I thought it was hilarious. I think it's fun. I have one little con to it, and I think the film is a little bit too stretched at times. It is a little bit too long. I wouldn't say the jokes or the gags, but necessarily there are some moments that do feel a little bit long with Borat, and I didn't think we necessarily needed them. I think they could have been chopped up just a bit.
Sure. I feel like in comparison to the first one had a bit more of those moments, you know, was a bit more dragged on and stuff. I think that they definitely saw that and cut it down. Still not enough as what you would think, but still to the point where you're like, you know what, I don't mind everything else.
Yeah, and there's certain moments that I get why they were going for these longer tenets moments, but I'm like, all right, let's get back to what's going on. Let's go back to the story, because the story goes in many different avenues, and what the trailer shows you is nothing to what actually is in this film. If you can truly stay away from the spoilers in this, do truly stay away from them. I was spoiled by a couple of them, and I wish I didn't know going into this. So that's why we're keeping this as vague as possible. So my score, I'm going to give this film a B+. What would your score be out of an A through an F, George?
Oh, man, as a biased Sacha Baron Cohen fan, you know what? I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A minus.
An A minus? All right.
I'll give it an A minus. Maybe after a couple of views,
it might go up.
It might go up. Probably will go up.
Okay.
We'll have to see. For me, a big thing about Sacha Baron Cohen movies and stuff is the quotability.
Yes.
How I want to quote. So
very nice.
Very nice.
Make the sexy time.
Yeah, like the very beginning of the first Borat, he's like, "Hello, my name is Borat." You know how many people I've met since 2006 who go, "Hello, my name is Jake" or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm pretty sure the first time I ever met you, you went and said something to me of that nature.
I probably did.
And that's again. If you like the first one, you're gonna like Borat's subsequent movie film. And I love that, the fact that I'm supposed to say that. It's Borat, subsequent movie film, delivery of prodigious, bribe to American regime for make benefit once glorious nation of Kazakhstan. God, that's a long title. But I love it. And only a Borat film. Only a Borat film. So I hope you guys do get to check this out today. It comes out later today as this video is going up. Guys, thank you guys again so much for clicking on these videos. They're seriously all the best. Head on over to CMFilm Films on how to see films early. And of course, guys, thank you so much for supporting me. A big thank you to my Patreon supporters. And of course, George, thanks for joining me, man.
Hey, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
You know, we're not 6 feet apart. We don't, we wear masks out of this.
We're cool.
We're safe. We're safe. We're all that stuff. But Borat subsequent movie film. God, this was
I think that as soon as this movie releases, anybody who has access to it,
watch it.
Should definitely watch it. Even if you just don't like comedy and you just want to.
It's outrageous.
It's just outrageous. You want something? And also, I just feel like if you this year 2020 has been tough and you need some sort of relief for an hour and a half. This is the movie.
If you're the person who loves memes about 2020, this is
your movie. This is your movie.
I think we would say this movie is very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Thank you guys again, and of course, until next time, stay classy.
Bye, guys.